Well, hello. I hope all of you guys have had a Merry Christmas. It's been a year since I've done a video. I know it's been a long time. I'd say I'm going to start trying to make more videos, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. See what the year brings. I know this is the day after Christmas. So Boxing Day to some of you. Day after Christmas for most of us. Or not most of us, some of us. This one I'm going to show you. I got this off of Temu. And it is awesome. I love this. It has been so cool. It's been so cool to work on. It's been cool to play with. I love this part. But anyway, like I said, I hope you guys have had a great Christmas. I haven't had mine yet, obviously, but I'm sure I'm going to have a great one. Nice, quiet one at home. Just the other half and me. He has the day off, so that's a good thing. He works in a hospital, so it's kind of iffy as to whether he will or not, but he does. I guess at the end of the year they draw for what holidays they're going to have to work the next year. So he drew this year, and I think he got Thanksgiving. But for us, it's Thanksgiving's a whatever because we're used to retail. We're both used to working at Walmart, who just recently started closing on Thanksgiving. So we were always working Black Friday because that was their Black Friday for a very long time. So us being away from each other on Thanksgiving isn't any big deal. We'll probably do something the weekend before or the weekend after. Like I told him, I said it's better than Christmas. So, anyway. We're just going to have a very quiet home quiet day at home. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to do something really quickly. Anyway. So yeah, we're used to working on Thanksgiving. Really every holiday except for Christmas because that was the only day they were closed. I did it for 14 and a half. He did it for 22. So it's like old hat anymore. So like I said, I hope everyone's had a great Christmas and having a great day after Christmas. For those of you that are shut in, I hope this program has helped you out. I'm sure I'm going to watch it for a little while, on and off, just to kind of help myself out. You know, it's good to hear from new people, catch up with old people, see how they're doing. Get my mind off of stuff. Everyone has stuff this time of year. You know, here it's been gloomy, it's been cloudy and rainy for a while, and it just doesn't help your mood. So you try. I try to keep upbeat, but it gets hard. And that's why I lean on my friends and my family and my support system. And they know they can lean on me whenever they need. So that's really what I think this season is about, is friends and family. Being there for each other. You know, having, even if you can't be there together physically, you can have Zoom calls or phone calls or be there in spirit. I know this year all we're doing is his brother is getting baptized tomorrow. So my brother-in-law is getting baptized, and I'm gonna go with him to church for the first time in a while and be there for his brother. He said, you know, that we would be his only family out in the congregation. So that's what you do. That's what you do for family. And like I said, this is what this season to me is all about. Is being there for family, whether it's family that you grew up with, biological, friend groups. You know, and family is what you make it. But my daughter and her girlfriend got us a nice present, and really appreciative of that. Was not expecting it. She is like the best you could ever ask for. Not because of that. I mean, she's really grown up in the last few years. Really becoming a responsible adult, and I'm really proud of her. And my son too. He's becoming more and more responsible. The more time goes on. But why don't you guys, down in the comments, write what you did for Christmas this year. Or maybe write down what Santa brought you that you really wanted this year. I'd kind of like to know. It's kind of interesting to know what other people would like to have. All of us are so different that it makes life interesting, makes the world interesting. I've always been kind of a people person. Very quiet, very introverted. I don't know. I used to be shy. I'm not now. I'm just very quiet. But I people watch. You know, I watch other people and see how they are. You know, what people interest me. And I know to some that sounds really interesting or really odd. But people are just very interesting. Everyone is so unique and special in their own way. Even the grouchy ones. You know, the old men I've always gotten along with best are the crotchety old men. Don't know why. It's just been a thing. It's kind of funny. I like making them smile. Even if it's not on their mouth, you can see it in their eye. They get a little sparkle. And they once you get them talking, they talk. They really do. Most of them, a lot of them, have a lot to say. And they have a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. But, you know, they're old. A lot of old men that are crotchety, it's because no one really takes the time out to talk to them about them. And listen to them. And are interested in what they have to say. So a lot of them, if you show that you really care and you really want to listen to them, you know, it'll form a bond there after a minute, a little relationship there. And they're more likely to be open and honest, you know, open with you and talk to you. And even though they're crotchety, even though they say they don't need anyone or don't care, they do. And they need people just like everyone else. And people in their lives. And it's nice to always be there for other people. You know. Do things for other people. If you guys are wondering, here, let me show you. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to work on, so I brought two up here. There is that one that I'm working on, and this one here. It's a diamond dots. Just one of the first full coverings I've seen of theirs. So I was like, what the heck, you know, might as well. I've been working on it for a while now. There's that, and then there's this thing, which is so cool. Sorry about all the rustling. I found this on Temu. And it came damaged a little bit right here, but you know, I can glue that. It's fine. It's a diamond painting, and it has a stand, and you put it on its stand. And it's like a little diamond painting statue. I thought it was pretty cool. Didn't know what it would be when I got it. But got it, and it's like, hey, not too bad. That's pretty cool. I've seen lights like this too. Like table lamps out of this design here. But of course it's stained glass. It's not diamond painting and whatnot. But all the gems are crystals. All the diamonds are crystals. I thought that was pretty cool. Didn't cost that much. And that was on Temu. And then I've got this guy. I think he is so adorable. I haven't worked on him in a year though. I honestly would have to kind of dig to find her. I think it's a her. I would have to dig to find all the drills that go with this one. I don't know what happened to them. I mean, I can get more. The numbers are here. So it's not like it would be impossible. But I probably have some in my old drill stash. Probably plenty in my old drill stash. As long as I've been doing this. Anyway, that, and then what I've really been doing a lot of, have kind of gotten away from diamond painting a little bit because I've been embroidering. And this is March. So it started, I think, in September. Like September, October, November, December, January, February, March. And it's Stitch Along by Carolyn Manning. It's called Pixie Playground. It's over with now. I'm a little behind. But I think it ended in August. But yeah, I'm not too far behind, just a little bit. But they're really pretty. They're real pretty. You can see another block there. Kind of see another one here. So they're really cool. I'm really liking it. But if I thought, you know, I diamond paint slow. I take my time. But as slow as I diamond paint, I think I crochet or cross stitch slower. I don't know. It's like I zone out anymore. Get started doing something and then just zone off. It's easy to do. But this, I have to find some of the drills for as well. I'm a bad crafter. I lose half my stuff. I don't think this is my normal pin that I use either. I don't know where that went. It's in a, I have a couple little craft bags that I use for embroidery. You know, just big enough to, you can put pins in. You know, you can put the floss in and a pair of scissors or whatnot. But I keep losing them. And this is the second one I've lost. Well, the first one I lost had my favorite diamond painting pin in it. Let's see if I can cut down on this. If not, I'll switch it because I know you guys are, yeah. All the plastic probably driving you up a wall. There we go. We'll just do that. How's that? But this is, I think, my 3rd year in a row doing this. Sorry it's so late, Crashly. It's been crazy. This has been a crazy year. Just a lot to get used to, and there's been a lot going on. I know there's some repeat people that are doing it as well. I don't think I did it the first year Pippa did it. But then after that I did. After that I started. So I think this is like year number 3, I believe. Don't quote me. It's either 2 or 3. I think it's 3. I don't know. Nana, you know. I don't remember. You know how my brain is. I have Fibro Fog and CRS. Can't remember sheet. So even if the words could come to me, I wouldn't remember what to say. It's fun. So, see if I can tilt up a little bit. Not too much. Oops. That right there is my granddog. I know you can't see her very well. She really is my granddog. She's my daughter's dog. I inherited her recently. Just from different stuff going on. I have too many animals, but I couldn't say no to her. Man, this would be so much easier with a co-host. Trying to figure out what to talk about. But anyway, just circumstances. My daughter had to give her up for a little bit, so I've got her. I don't know, the ones that have known me for a while, you might remember the dog that got hit by a car. That's her. And if it hadn't been her, I don't know that I honestly would have taken her, because I have a lot on my plate. But I've been around her and babysat her, puppy sat, I guess, her since she was a puppy. Went through the whole car wreck. She's okay now. It's been a little bit. She still has her days, you know, where her leg hurts and whatnot. She's still got pins in it, so anyway, she's kind of my Christmas present as well from her. So I have the monster known as Groot and this one now. I might tack on the end of this some of them playing. I don't know how much footage I have of them chasing each other in the backyard. It's cute as all get out. Gotta excuse me yelling at them though. If I do put it on there, which I imagine I probably will. Nothing's a better draw than cute animals. And I may be biased, but I think mine are cute. I'm sure all of yours are cute as well. Unless they're snakes. If they're snakes, no. Nope, nope, nope. No cute snakes. Anyway. No, I don't ever script any of these out. I have no idea what I'm going to say whenever I turn on the camera. Most of the time. It's always kind of a blind run. I don't edit. I just give you guys raw footage. So it's me live in color without the face. You get me unfiltered. Period. Just straight me. So if I ramble, I'm sorry. I try not to. Let's see, what else has gone on this year? Business is still going really good. I don't want to bring business into this very much at all. I don't think this is the proper place to do it, so I'm not gonna say anything more than that. Developed some really close friendships with people. Really wanted to catch up with other people. You know, kind of, I'm bad. We all are about getting a hold of people. And you always mean to do better. And I think that might be one of my New Year's resolutions. I will try my hardest to be a better friend and get a hold of people more often and more regularly. And be a good friend to them. So that sounds like a good New Year's resolution. Do you guys have any? That's another thing that I love to hear about is New Year's resolutions, if you make them. It's kind of an interesting time. It's a time for introspection, you know, and to see kind of a report card of yourself. See how you feel about yourself and how you are doing in your own eyes. And I'll tell you, 9 times out of 10, You are harder on yourself than other people are. That has been pretty much scientifically proven. I know whenever I was an assistant manager for Walmart, for a while, we had to grade ourselves on our yearly evals. And then our store manager would do our evaluations, and then we would compare. And unless the person was very egotistical, you were always harder on yourself than what your manager was. It's kind of crazy. They did that one year for minor management, like department managers and whatnot. Those don't exist anymore from what I understand. But same thing there too. You know, you were a lot harder on yourself than your manager. And it's not just because they're being nice. It's because you set higher standards for yourself than they do. So, for the most part, I don't want to say just blanket everyone because that's not the case, but for the most part. But you know, New Year's is a good time for introspection and seeing maybe what you can improve on for the year coming. Whether it be like me, you know, I've got to start out with baby steps. I've had a rough last few years, so I'm kind of trying to fight some issues. But baby steps, they're good. Baby steps are good. At least one step in the right direction is another step you didn't make yesterday, and a step further today. You might slide back, but you know what? If you slide back, take that step tomorrow. Say, okay, you know, I slid today, but tomorrow is another day, and I can start anew. Start taking those steps forward. Baby steps. They really work. But anyway, New Year's is a good time to kind of reflect on yourself and how you've been the last year and see what maybe you need to work on. What you're not happy about with yourself. And that's what New Year's resolutions are really all about. You know, it's not, I'm going to aim for having a better car this year. It's not, you know, no, how am I doing? This is my opinion. It's how am I doing with friends and family? You know, am I getting bills paid on time? Am I procrastinating with that? Am I procrastinating at work? You know, I have a habit of doing that. I'm sorry. I try not to, and I've been getting a lot better with it. But I try really hard not to. And that was my resolution last year. And baby steps. I worked on it, and I'm a little better now. I have days, I have weeks where I fall back. But you know what? I pick myself up and I start over again. And start taking those steps again. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. All you can do. support yourself by having a good support system around you. People you can count on, people you can call, get a hold of on your bad days. You know? And people that know that they can do the same with you for them on their bad days. Because I'll tell you what, a great support system, you can't beat that. And it's hard to do things without one. They're your cheerleaders. Just like you need to be their cheerleaders. And honestly, I think this is really what this whole season's about. All the way from Thanksgiving through till New Year. It's, you know, seeing where you're blessed, seeing who you're blessed with, seeing the positives in your life, seeing the positives that you can put forth in the world yourself. Do what you can to make it a better place. You know, the world's crazy anymore. And one of the only ways we're going to get it fixed is for all of us to just be positive, be there for each other. Really is. It's the best thing that could ever happen to our world right now. But I'm not going to get on that soapbox. That's a big one. Another thing. What do you guys like to eat for Thanksgiving? I know I don't care for ham. I'll eat, or not ham, turkey. I love ham. I don't care for turkey. I'll eat it. And that's what I made this year, so, you know, it wasn't that bad. But, I prefer ham. Big time. Prefer ham. For Christmas, I'm going to make a lasagna. I try to make lasagnas for some special occasions during the year. Nothing can beat, really, a good lasagna. That and good old-fashioned biscuits and gravy. Have biscuits and gravy for breakfast with bacon and eggs. And then lasagna for dinner. And that's what I'm going to do. Got a little static with these. I think this one came off at Temu as well. You gotta watch what you get from them. I get a few things. Just be aware of your sizes. You know, a lot of their diamond paintings are 20 by 30, and you know you're not gonna get a picture out of that. You're gonna get a bunch of obscure squares. This is a 30 by 40. If it's not too detailed, it's got quite a few colors. I'm fine with the 30 by 40. Except for the static. Oh my gosh. I know, dryer sheet, but you know what? I don't have one right now. And another way to take care of it is by rubbing them in between your fingers. Just right like that. It generally will take the static right out. It's like these are statically stuck in here, so I'm going to cut this open. Grab them. Just run my fingers on them. Just drop them. See? No more static. All gone. It's magic. Oh, the other thing I do is, like, this is all the colors in this so far, in this baggie that you can't see because it's off camera. This right here. And what I do is, so every baggie, every diamond painting from Temu or somewhere like that have these numbers on them right here. You see that the DZ10 or 012 up here in the corner of my painting. DZ012. These are not labeled with the DMC numbers, so I just kind of cut this out. The bag number. So that was bag 19. See? And then DZ012. 19, of course, corresponds with the numbers up here. Anyway, so I'll take all my drills that I have left, open the baggie up, throw that in there, and just keep it for a while. So if anything falls out, you know, and on the outside I'll write DZ012, maybe a little description of what the diamond painting looks like, so you can keep it in your mind a little better. This goes in the baggie or whatever system you want to put it in. Zips closed. There you go. Another color bites the dust. And the other thing I'll do, if I'm not sure if I'm going to get through a color, I'll cut this out immediately. And these trays are good because you can put the lid on them and the little tab and seal them, so you don't have to worry about the drills falling out. I'll just put that. It has static. I'll just put it on the side, put it in there, somewhere like that. And then whenever I get ready to dump the diamonds in, they're already right there. Just a little tip and trick from someone that's been doing it for a minute. You know, I don't save all my drills anymore. I have too many. I have too many diamond paintings, too many drills. You know, I save some. Like this, I'll save for a little while. Just where if I figure out I'm going to frame this, then I'll wait till I frame it. Or, you know, just wait until I have thought about it a little bit more. If you're wondering, yes, that is what you think it is. Right there. I love those little bowls. I make cover minders out of them. And they hold that in there. So if I ever need to fill my pen, it's right there. I can just stab and go. Anyway, just little tips and tricks. Things to make it a little easier, a little quicker. I don't know how much experience everyone has. Here's another little tip. See, that's an E. It doesn't matter. I'm working on H's. That E right there isn't going to matter whether it's an H or an E. It doesn't make any color grand scheme of thing. It's not going to change a thing. So if it doesn't change anything, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. And that's another thing. That's like one of my favorite sayings. And if you think about it, for the most part, it's true. You know, and everything pretty much that you go through day to day to day, except for the major stuff, is small stuff in the grand scheme of things. And why are you going to sweat the small stuff? You know? It does no good. So that's my favorite comment to make is, in the grand scheme of things, almost everything is small stuff, and why sweat the small stuff? You know, that's a good way to get on high blood pressure medicine and lose your hair prematurely. I'll tell you what, not working at Walmart anymore is such a blessing. Such a blessing. Within a couple months, I was off all my high blood pressure medicine. I could just breathe. You can breathe. I could breathe again. You don't realize how stressful some jobs could be. And so you're out of them. But now I just said don't sweat the small stuff, so that's what I try not to do. I try not to sweat the small stuff because in the grand scheme of things with Walmart, what can I change? It's my past. It's been and done. So if you sit and dwell on it, where are you going to get? Where's it going to get you? Don't sweat the small stuff. Let it go. I think that would be a good resolution for some people. Just let it go. Don't sweat it. You know, yeah, that guy cut you off. But you know what? He's the silly one because he's not going to get you or get any faster anywhere than you are. Because 9 times out of 10, that next red light, that next stoplight, he's going to be right there beside you. Or right there with you at that light. And you can just laugh at him. You know, be like, oh, what was the hurry? You know? What did you gain from that? Whereas, you know, if you sweat it, you're going to be all mad and upset and hey, you know, he just showed how much of an idiot he is. It's not on me. A little bit of entertainment for my day. And I know, I'm sorry. I've rambled on and on and on and on. Aimlessly. For 45, 50 minutes now. Once again, like I said, I don't edit my stuff. I don't cut anything out. I don't add anything in unless, like, earlier I had to do something and it stopped recording, so I had to restart. So I'm going to tag that I'm going to, put that first part back in. But I'm not going to change it. I don't have an intro, don't have an outro. You don't need all that stuff to have a channel if that's something that you're wanting to do. Your content. Are you talking to people? Are you making them happy? Are you making a little bit of a difference in their life? Are you maybe lifting them up for a minute? Giving them support? Showing them tricks and tips? Engaging them when they might not be engaged with anyone else. That's what's important. I mean, yeah, I like the flashy videos too. It's cool. But once again, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. I'd rather get content out there that y'all can listen to, that you can maybe find uplifting. Maybe learn something. I don't know. You can do circled diamond paintings with tweezers. Look at that. Round diamond paintings, I guess I should say. These are a little fiddlier, but you can still use them. They're just really, like, thick. I don't know. They don't want to squish very well. But I'd like to see that to be everyone's New Year's resolution. Try to bring more smiles to people. Try to bring more joy and entertainment to people's lives. Try to teach someone something, Try to make a difference, even if it's the littlest difference. Even if it's making a YouTube video, that 5 people watch. If one of the 5 got a little bit of enjoyment out of it, hey, that's, you know what? You've done some good. You've done some good. Maybe you've kept one person company for 45 minutes or however long. Do good stuff in the world. That'd be what I would love to see people use or do for their New Year's resolutions. And I have no idea where that diamond went, so it's just going to stay where it landed. I don't care. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. If it's still on here, it'll make a little pretty green pop somewhere. But I am going to wind this down. I'm going to tell you guys, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Hope you have a great New Year. Stay safe. We don't want to lose anyone out of the community. Stay smiling. Stay happy. And make a difference out there for someone. Even just if you talk to someone for 5 minutes out of your day, you never know what that 5 minutes might do for that other person. You never know. Smile at people. Say hi. Thank you. How are you? Have a great day. Be the positivity you want to see in the world. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to stop rambling in your ear. Sorry, my dog just had a minor flip out. Probably had a bad dream. She does that from getting hit by a car. She gets really bad dreams. And she'll jump up and just freak out for a minute and then lay back down. But anyway, I'll give y'all a potty break. And you guys have a good next year. Have a great next year, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.